What's up and welcome back everyone. Today I have some good news, even though the title doesn't say that it shows that it's bad news, but no, it's good news. I'll explain it a bit. First, let me find a place with no people around, because it's kind of embarrassing to speak to the camera, speak alone. Be right back. So if you guys have watched one of my first videos, I said that I did retail and online arbitrage for a while, and that very soon I was going to start selling in the USA a private label product. So a product that I got from China and that I'm selling, that I got in bulk from China and that I'm selling in the US. But it took me a whole month, 31 days, before Amazon allowed me to even start selling. So they wouldn't let me sell because of an issue that they call HAZMAT. And HAZMAT is short for hazardous material. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end I'm going to show you exactly how to know if your product is under HAZMAT or if it has any other restriction, so that you don't have to go through this BS that I went through for a whole month. So what products would Amazon consider as HAZMAT? It's usually either something that's a hazard to the customer, or that could be a hazard when transporting, especially when on a plane. So my product is neither of those, and it was August 7th. We're in September now. So August 7th, that's when I started going through this. And thankfully, I was lucky enough to realize that my product is under HAZMAT review before paying the supplier. Otherwise, my supplier I would have paid the money, my supplier would have shipped the product, and then I would have realized that it's under HAZMAT review and I wouldn't have been able to solve this, or maybe wait a whole month before solving it after paying all that money to the supplier. So if your product is under HAZMAT review, or if you think it might be, the first thing you should do, as soon as you find a good product and that you think you might sell this product, is create the listing, put some images and some keywords and some bullet points, even if they're not what you're going to use later. Just put the information that Amazon would need to know what the product is, and then create a shipping plan. And it was when I created the shipping plan that I figured out that Amazon won't let me ship the product, because as soon as I created the plan, it says this product is under HAZMAT review. Now, as I said, I didn't pay the supplier back then. I told them, please wait, we have an issue, we need to fix this first. If you had paid the supplier before this happened, it's not a huge issue, because unless if your product is actually a hazardous product, Amazon should let you sell it. And usually it takes 4 business days for Amazon to review your product and then say if you can sell or you cannot sell. It took me a whole month. Why? I know and I don't know. So the first time I submitted the documents, I forgot to include something, and then Amazon 4 days later told me to add it. Okay, my mistake. The second time I added everything, submitted the documents, waited 4 days, and during these 4 days you can't do anything. You can't talk to them and be like, yo, what's happening? All they're gonna say is, you need to wait for the 4 days to end before we can give you an answer. So that second time, I called back and they're like, oh, everything is ready, you submitted everything correctly, but for some reason, no one is looking at your file, or no one's looking at your case. I don't know. So I talked to seller support and they suggested that I submit another exemption sheet and fill out even more information. And wait, let me tell you what you need to submit. So when you find out that your product is under HAZMAT review, you can submit one of a few things. Either an SDS sheet, which is a safety data sheet, and you can get this from your supplier, or you can submit an exemption sheet which says that we don't have a safety data sheet because there is no safety issue with our product. There is no hazard that our product could cause. So that's what I did. I submitted my exemption sheets, and that was the second time, so that's the 3rd week. And then someone told me that don't talk to seller support, call them and then ask to speak with the captive team. The captive team, that's who you want to speak to. They know everything about selling on Amazon. The seller support barely know a few things. They can help you with a few things here and there. They'll just give you a generic answer. But the captive team, they can make calls, they can track your case, they can have an impact, okay? So I called the captive team, I spoke with this very nice lady, and she's like, don't worry, you've been waiting for way longer than you were supposed to be waiting. I'm gonna personally track this case for you. She gave me a case number, and then I was able to contact her through that case number. So that's what I suggest you do from the beginning. Speak with the captive team. So after that, it was already September. I called again, And make sure when you call, you always refer to the case log or to the case number. Otherwise, you'd have to re-explain everything and they might open a new case. So always be like, hey, I have an issue with this, this, and this is the case number. Please refer to it and merge any new case that you might have created. So I speak with that person, with that new person from the captive team, and they go like, oh, it was accepted today. You didn't get an email? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, wait, you've been waiting since August 7th? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, why? I'm like, I don't know, you tell me. She's like, oh, it should have been done in 2 days. I'm like, I know. So yeah, anyways, I got accepted to sell this product last week. I talked to my supplier and I'm like, let's go. Let's do this. So I should be paying the supplier in a few days and it should be getting to Amazon in a few, not in a few weeks, but in less than 10 days maybe. I'll let you know, I'll keep you updated and I'll let you know how it goes. Actually in my next video, I might be talking to someone, asking them about their launching strategy because they were new to Amazon and they launched a new product and they're doing very well. I might ask them how they did it and maybe do a video with them. So if I'm benefiting, you guys can benefit as well. If you guys want to see that, let me know. If not, then I'll just ask them on the phone without doing a video. And now, as promised, I'm going to show you how to know if a product is a HAZMAT product or has any other restrictions. Let's do it. So you do this as soon as you think you found a product that you want to sell on Amazon. What you do first is you search the product on Amazon. You click on any of your competitors, anyone who's selling the exact same product or something similar, and you scan the product with the FBA app. So I'm going to take this as an example because I know it might be restricted. If the product you're looking at is in a restricted category, and that could be for a lot of reasons, it will show you this. Selling eligibility, you cannot sell it. So this means it's restricted, probably because it's in a gated category. You can get ungated in categories, but if you want to know how to do that, let me know. I have a friend who knows how to do that. I'll let you know. I'll put you guys in contact. That was for restricted products. For HAZMAT products, I'm going to try to scan this deodorant because it probably is hazardous. So this product is restricted and under HAZMAT. It's restricted probably because it's a big brand, but it's under HAZMAT because it's a hazardous product. And usually you wouldn't see this part. This part would be normal. But this tiny red circle that you might miss is telling you that it's HAZMAT. Let's click on it. See? This says the product is not eligible for FBA. Why? Because of HAZMAT. That's how you find out if your product is restricted or if it's HAZMAT. If it's restricted, you might be able to get ungated. If it's HAZMAT, you should be able to fix it the way I explained in this video. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, if you want to see this video that I just talked about, please subscribe and hit the bell. There's a bell next to the subscribe button. This will notify you when I post. And if you have any other specific questions about HAZMAT or restrictions, please post them in the comments. I'll answer them. And I'll see you next time. Peace.